Hi, my name is Priyal Himanshu Kapadia. This is my task 6.2 or 7.2p, I'm not sure, of SIT object-oriented programming. And in this task, I was supposed to do many things, good many things, but yep, let's start with account.cs first. So the account.cs file is the file where a new account is created. That is, a constructor is used is made over there to initialize an account. A method is created to deposit the money. It is just a method which does the calculation part and not really do anything else. Um, this same goes with withdraw money, doing just the calculation part. That's it. The transfer, it first tries to withdraw using the withdraw function, and then tries to deposit and then deposits it. And there comes the print function where it prints the accounts detail. That's all. Now coming to bank.cs. Now what is bank.cs? Bank.cs is nothing but creating a bank. A bank is nothing but list of objects created in account. So it is like list of objects which are created, which are initialized using account. And now then we have add new account, which is whenever we add new account, what it does is it literally just adds that account to nothing but the list of the objects, that is the bank. That is the bank. And now the get account is nothing but just a part to search for an account by name. Like if I want to get an account, how will I get it? So I need to search it. So what I do is I run a for each loop that is more like for I in list. We check for every account in the list account object list. It checks if the account name matches to the name property of the name property. And then it returns and if it's true, it returns the account. Otherwise, it returns null. Public void execute transaction. All of this execute transaction, these are like overridden method, overloading methods. These are done using, these are nothing but like we are using the same method name but differentiating it with the parameters given. And in the parameters over, we have given deposit transaction, withdraw transaction, and transfer transaction. So what it does is it takes us to deposit transaction.cs file. And in that thing, what it does is it executes the deposit which was there in account.cs. So what is happening, basically what is happening over here is all the calculations are done in account class, account.cs file, and then that calculation method is called over here in deposit transaction.cs file. And this whole set of deposit transaction class is called in the bank.cs file, where it does nothing but put it all together, and all of this will be called in bank system.cs, where it is like, so basically all this transfer.cs, transaction.cs, the deposit.cx and bank.cs, account.cs, everything, these are like data handling files. And bank system.cs is like the user interface file, I would say. It is interacting with user, as you would see over here. Similar thing is done over here for withdraw transaction as well. As you can see, the bank.cs has a method called execute transaction, where it calls the withdraw transaction class from withdraw transaction.cs file, and doing the same thing. Withdraw is from account.cs. Same goes for transaction.cs, transfer transaction.cs, three different files for three different types of transactions. And then bank.cs, over here we have made a menu which runs on while loop, that until it is true, until it is true, it keeps on going and going. And as soon as the like, yep. And what happens over here is like, first we have kept an option for add account. So we are adding a new account, where it takes the input from the username about the name, user from about the name, and it reads line, and then if it is valid, then it uses the new account method, new account method from add, like it what it does is it adds add account method from the bank.cs file. Do deposit is nothing. it takes user input, how much amount is supposed to be deposited, and then it executes transaction from transaction.cs, no, from bank.cs file, which eventually is going to deposit transaction.cs, and which eventually goes to account.cs. So it's like whole routing, it's like whole route mapped, and then there is this other menu option which has do withdraw, that is it withdraws the amount. Same thing, same logic as explained in deposit. For transfer also the same thing, only one difference that it takes two time of inputs, that is from account to account. That's it, nothing else is new over here. Everything is going the same way. Do print, it calls the print function from, and one simple thing is thing which is used in every other and every other function is find account. Find account is a new helper function which I have helper method which I have created, and what it does is it the thing which we created in bank.cs was get account and not really find account. Find account does over here is it checks if the it takes the amount, it takes the account name from the user and then gives that to get account, and then get account returns true or if it is there or not. So it is nothing but find account is nothing but get account which is taking input from the user. As simple as that. And this was my whole code explained. I'm open to questions, and let me run the code first and show a practical demonstration for the same. Um, .NET run. Okay, so let's add an account called Priel. Starting with balance 400, and so account Priel account is created with balance 400. Let's create one more account called Vashvi, and with 700 balance. And now let's withdraw some money from Vashvi. And how much money do I want to withdraw? 200. Okay. So 200 all withdrawn. And now let's transfer some money from account name Priel, and okay, I pressed enter, so it's not gonna work over there. And let's again do that. I mean, I pressed space button, and yep, to the account Vashvi. And how much are we transferring? 200 amount. So now what would happen is when I print, it should print Priyal with balance 200 and Vaishvi with balance. I don't know. I'm not good with maths. I'm sorry. That's like 700 minus 200 plus 200. So that is basically the same thing. All right, no worries. Print the details for Vaishvi. So yeah, oh, I'm good with maths. And then and then print again details with for Priel. So it should be 200 probably. Yes. Good. And now we are going to exit it. This was my code. Thank you. I mean, this was my task. Thank you.